Sorry. All right. How's this look? Put this up here. How's this look? Hold up. Let me get on. Let me get on the live. Let's see. Live. Let's see. Am I in the cut? Oh, okay. All right. Hey, that looks pretty good. Let's see. Maybe if I turn it this way a little bit. Let's see what that. All right. Hey, that looks pretty good. Hey. Ooh. Okay, that's too much. So let's turn it back the other way. That way? Let's see. I'm a little delayed. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh. Oh well. There's not gonna be anything perfect, but let's see who if anybody else is here. See, is anybody I like the background setup. What's up, y'all? Hey. You guys are here. All right. How you guys doing? So I usually do this live like while I'm looking at myself, but I think this is a better camera, right? I think so. And actually, you know what? Let's see if I would do this. Let's see. Like that? Did that work? That. Maybe that's better. Let's see. Hold up. I'm a little delayed. Amina Lynn, what's up? How y'all doing? Let's see. Did that look better? Or did I do too much? Oh, maybe I did too much. No, that's not bad. That looks good. All right, we got it. Thanks. This is the new setup. This is the part where oh, and you know what? Hold up. Can we do the whole thing? Let's see. Boom, light. All right, hold up. Let me see. We're going to make this look cool. Here. And then boom. Hey, how's that look? Let's see. Let's move this back a little bit. Maybe put it more towards the middle. We get the whole setup. Ooh, how's that look? Hey. I like this color. Boom, baby. What do y'all think about that? Let me see. I'm so delayed. I'm watching the live right now, and I could tell I'm a little delayed. Let's see. What would be a good color for the book club? Y'all like that one? Is that a good color for the book club? Hold up. Boom. How's that look? What if we do book club green and blue? Ooh. What do y'all think about that? It's better, right? It's better than like the normal one. It looks more legit. Does it look like we're profesh? Are we professional streamers right now? Is that what's going on? Let's see. Which one do y'all like best? What book club? Here. I'm gonna let y'all. Ooh, blue? Alright, let's see. Ooh, blue. Let's see. Hey, we gotta pick this for the book club, right? We gotta set the mood right. Alright. So we got dual colors. That's blue. Alright. Look, let's do just regular colors. We got red. We got green. Wait, no. Wait. Green. Alright, let that sink in. We got blue. All right, and then we could do dual colors, right? So this is usually on my channel. That's usually the color I do. Or we could do red green, or we could do blue green. What do y'all think? Or we could do all three colors. Bow bow. What's up? What do y'all think? I'll let y'all look at it. Oh, and also I got lasers. Look. Well, hold up. Look, I got bow laser. You like all three? Come on now. All right. So we got one vote for blue. Personally, I like, let's see, LED, and then we're gonna do, I think this one is dope for book club. Blue green, or really any of them. Okay, we'll go blue green because I like blue green. You like blue green, and Amina liked all three. So, boom. Yeah, boom, boom, baby. That looks nice. I like it. I like it. Oh, look, y'all can see all my mess right there on my on the little sofa. I wasn't even ready. I wasn't even prepared. How you guys doing? First off, we have to ask, how's everybody doing? Anything exciting happened to you guys this week? I know that we talked a little bit over the chat. And guys, anybody that's new here, right? We got 4 people. Or anybody that might be watching this after it's been posted. This is a book club and everybody here can join. And we have a little chat that we're kind of starting to use a little bit more. Maybe I've been a little bit more absent. And you can join. We can talk on there, right? We're going to talk about the book here. But this is a whole legit book club. We've had 3 members since the beginning of it. And we'd love to, welcome open-minded readers who love to read and have dialogue about cool books. Amina, it was your birthday Tuesday. Happy birthday. Did you tell us it was going to be your birthday before? Or did you keep that secret to yourself? Well, happy birthday Tuesday. Let's see. What's today? Today is the 15th. So it was 14th, the 13th. Okay. Was it 8/13? It's a good birthday. It was a secret. Oh, did you do anything fun? Did your friends take you out? Your family take you out? Or did you just decide to stay home? Or what's up? You're a Leo. My daughter's a Leo. I think that's the only Leo I have in the family. Family dinner. Nice. 11 of us. Oh, wow. Like, you have 11 siblings? Mom, dad, and 9 of you guys? 9 siblings? Or including you, 9 siblings? Or was it just 9 or 11 family? That's a big family, 11. So that's pretty big. It's just me and my sister and my mom and my stepdad and my nephew and now all my family, but that's the people I grew up with. 3 siblings and their families and me and my daughter. Oh, you have a daughter. Cool. How old's your daughter? Lynn, do you have any kids? I've never asked. You might have mentioned it. 2 daughters. Wow. How old are they? I have 2 daughters too. An 18 and a 2-year-old. That's a pretty huge gap. 2 sons. Oh, wow. What are their ages? 30 and 31. Wow. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Well, that's pretty exciting. Happy birthday. I hope it was a good one. I hope you had a good last year of your. Wait, no, that wasn't gonna sound good. I hope this last year that you just lived of your life was great, and the next year of your life is the best one yet. That's what I wish for you. 27 and 32. So let's see. I have a 18-year-old, a 7, a 4, a 2, and a newborn. Crazy, huh? But that's exciting. Awesome. Lynn, you do anything fun or cool or exciting or both? Did you see anything crazy? Oh, I saw something crazy like about a few days ago, there was a huge accident on my way home. It was like 5 cars. It was freaking crazy. I think some guy was like running from the police in his car, and he just, yeah, it was bad. But that I saw that. That was crazy. Is the mic too? Maybe this amount of distance is better for the mic. Maybe. What do you guys think? Nope. It's all right. Nothing. Nothing exciting happened to me either. I mean, I wasn't. I didn't see it. I just saw the aftermath of the thing that I told you about. But guys, all right. Enough small talk. Obviously, me and Lynn finished the book last night. Oh, possums. Oh. All right, guys. If y'all want to know something about me, I'm not weirded out by lizards, snakes, insects. None of that stuff freaks me out. What I don't like are rodents. Hate rodents. I can't even really talk about possums without kind of squirming. But okay, so we finished the book, right? You know, for people that are watching, I hit you guys up on our chat and was like, just finished the book. Wow, right? And I know I got a wow from Lynn. Amina, what was your reaction like? Were you wowed too? They're marsupials, rodents. That's what they are. And they're beasts. They're demons. That's what they are. Um, but what were y'all's reactions? And I know you guys have to type, okay? So I always, and I know we're delayed a little bit. So I'll go into it first. And so okay, wait. Actually, somebody said something first. So okay, Amina, you said was afraid Gon was going to get Yunjae killed. Love the ending. Um, yeah, I thought somebody was gonna pass away, and when he like was talking about his outer body experience and how that was the end of his story, I was like, wait, what? And I knew there was a little bit more pages left, so I was like, wait a minute, like, did this guy die? Oh, and yeah. The book wrapped up amazingly. I agree. I think it was so, and we're gonna go into it right now that we know what happened and everything. The whole psychology behind this book and all the relationships and stuff like that. No, we're gonna go into it. But yes, the way it ended was awesome. The wholesome moment that mom came back and retained her memories. It seemed like, right, because she cried for her son, and she it was just so. I'm happy that they didn't like ring out the like what am I trying to say, that they didn't like they elongate the ending. I don't know, drag out the ending, because I felt like if they would have kept going with the stuff, your boy might have shed a tear. But we all know that I'm not physically capable of shedding tears. But it was awesome. Mom came back. Um, and I kind of love that we leave Gong's story like unending, unended. Like we're allowed to kind of provide our own happy ending. And also the fact that the young lady, what was her name, guys? I suck with names. What was the young lady's name? The runner. The fact that she was actually able to go to a school where she had that dream come true was awesome. Let's see. Lynn, you said he handled himself well in every situation, unlike feeling people. He was just practical. Correct. Yes. And it seems to me like at the end of the book, he was feeling. Did y'all get that? Like even if it was a little bit, like there was something there, right? Because and maybe like he might not feel as much as people, But when he was saying that he had the same feeling as when he was a boy, and he saw the clerk's son go through what they were going through, what he was going through, like he had the same feeling. It kind of goes to show that maybe there was some feeling there throughout his story. He just like, wasn't a normal amount of feeler. God, I hate talking English sometimes, right? I suck at expressing myself sometimes. Let's see. Begon's father was going to try to get closer to him. Girl, Dora. That was Dora. Dora the Explorer. Why couldn't I remember that? But yeah, so yeah. And that was heartbreaking. Like, and also us that were parents, like, now we've never had a, well, I don't know. I'm not going to speak, but I'm pretty sure being Gong's father was not easy. But being a father, you, or a parent, you wish that you can do the best for your kids, and you make mistakes and you don't always do what's right. And so I really empathize with that man's feelings, because also like the fact that Gong's dad like lost his son, and that he was put in a situation, a stressful situation. He wasn't even allowed to really fully mourn the death of his wife, and the decision he made to, use Yunjae as his son just ended up backfiring, and it was all such a huge mess. It was so sad. Amina, Young Jae was the perfect person to deal with Gong because of his lack of emotions. If he had feelings, they would have interfered with his opinion of Gong. Yup. Yeah. And Lynn says yes, he started feeling. So let me break down what Amina said real quick. He had feelings that would have interfered with his opinion of Gong. Correct, because he became a monster. You're right, because everybody that did feel, that had feelings, labeled Gong a monster, and like he was past saving, right? They were like, this guy is almost like they were attributing the fact that he couldn't feel. They were treating him the way that Young Jay like was really, but really what Young Jay was able to see was how emotional Gong was, you know? Um and that was what like allowed him to reach Gong, be like, hey, you're not like this, dude. Like, you're overly emotional, if anything. Um Len, you said that was sad. Gong was angry about the mom. That was really sad, man. And like, I do give props to Gong, the fact that he was like able to just like talk to Young Jay eventually and be like, "Hey, how was that with mom?" Oh, and it touched my heart whenever like the fact that like he didn't get to see his mom the last time, and the only like thing that he had about his mom was like hearing how she treated Young Jay as if it were him, and knowing that like she would have given him that love, and he kind of sees like that's the last chance he had to feel that type of love. That must have been like part of like his anger towards his father. um oh god, man, like that shit's sad. That shit is sad. um and so, Amina, you said, yep, if Gong had killed a butterfly in front of me, I don't care about his childhood trauma. I hate him. Yeah, yeah, but I mean, he hated that too. I think he thought that that was gonna be so messed up that he was gonna bring something out of Young Jay, but obviously it didn't happen. And so, because afterwards, like he even felt shitty about it. Dr. Shin was cool, teaching him how to be a friend to Gong. Yeah, I think his like approach too was great, because he didn't just try to come in and like control Young Jae, or Young Jae. I say it wrong, Young Jae, but he was just kind of like a guide versus an actual authority figure. When Young Jae said warm, that was Gon's only memory. When he said that he felt warm in his mom's, yeah, Yeah. You know, oh, and you know what? Like, so I guess what I realized about myself, right? Because I grew up primarily with two strong women in my family. It was my mom and my sister. The only stable male figure I had in my life was my stepdad Alfredo, which I just see as my father. But the thing about Alfredo is that he is the embodiment of a stoic. Like, he has so much emotional control that I feel like I really didn't understand how to control my emotions because he did such a good job of controlling his emotions, right? I never really understood when he was angry, when he was sad, because he was always just the same. But my mom and my sister were very emotional, like people, beings, passionate. I would probably say is a better word. They were very passionate people, right? But because I had, very strong women in my life, and then a very like emotionally distant stepfather, and I don't mean that in a negative way, he just had emotional control. I think that I also in my adolescence went through what Gong was trying to do, not to that extreme because I didn't have like certain types of traumas that played into that. But in my mind, the over emotion, like I'm gonna show how big and bad I am, because that makes me more masculine or more tough or strong, was what made sense in my head. I'm gonna show a lot of emotion. I'm gonna act real violent, and I was never like a really violent person, but in the time that I tried to show strength, it was this overreaction showmanship of this, oh, look at how, you know and so I that's one thing that I actually found in common with Gong is like you're almost trying to scare people into thinking that like you're really this tough guy, but really the outward reactions, the outward things that I was doing was just really to hold this wall, to hold people at bay because I didn't want them to get close. And people wouldn't really want to get close because I was unpredictable. And so that was one part of the story in Gong's personality that I really like saw myself in, which made me kind of want to root for him to be better. Like I was really rooting for Yunjae to really like, get Gong out of this freaking rut he was in. That it just seemed like he just wanted to keep going deeper into. So let me catch up with what you guys saying. So Lynn, you said same for my dad and my mom. Okay, so the same kind of thing that I went through. You seem to still have a dose of machismo, but we know better. Hey, I'm manly as hell. All right, they call me macho man around these parts. Okay, but you know, I'm a tough guy. Whatever. Don't make it about me. I made it about me this whole time, and now I'm like freaking getting defensive. But anyways, Young Jay and Gong. Um, Yo, and so Dora was a great character, right? Like her personality, I think she was like a refresher, right? A glass of cold water. Hey, get off me, all right? Leave me alone. But Dora was such a like because you had all these sad things happening to all these people, and I know that she really didn't have the support of her parents, but like her attitude made a lot of things better. I think if it wasn't for Dora, that book would have been just a lot darker than what it was. But shout out to Dora for having such a great personality, that can do spirit, that like they didn't have a track team. I don't care. I'll practice in the library. And I really, really enjoyed that. And like also like it was really cute the way like he felt like he started feeling love and positivity, right? And like even the book said it's like if Gong was trying to show him what, like, how to feel pain and being scared and all that stuff. Like, she was trying to show him how to be happy and stuff like that. So I'm really glad that he got to experience that, because even though she moved on and went at the end of the story, went somewhere else, the fact that he was able to experience that, and I think that, you know when we're young and we're going through yeah, she got his butt plumby for sure, and she was a bright spot. um but what was I saying? Like, the way he expressed like love, I think it's like when we were young and we experienced those feelings for the first time, and really didn't know how to explain the things that we were feeling. Like, it definitely took me back to when I had feelings I couldn't explain, right? So I thought that was cute. That whole section was cute. Um, let's see. I'm trying to think of what else happened in part two. Um, the part where he's talking to Doctor Shin, and he's like, I think I'm gonna go and like apologize to Gong for, not believing or not saying that I didn't think he stole the money, which that whole part was also another thing, because again, like, because of somehow, um somehow, um I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. But because, like, that's what people expected of Gong, of stealing the money. That's what I was trying to say. Like, that he just kind of was like, that's just what people expect of me. And I related to that too, because when I put out this different exterior of who I was versus who I really was, there was some things that, like, people just assumed that I would do. And, like, I felt that. Um, So my mom says, hola mijo, qué bien que haya lectura, es bueno, es viajar y sentir la pasión del actor. So my mom says it's good, like, it's good to talk about it, right? It's good to, like, kind of travel with the personalities that we read, and feel the passions of the actors or the characters. Um, and him asking Dr. Shin about it, Adora, say hi to my mom. Hola ma. Yeah. And like I said, Dr. Shin was just a really cool, like, guardian. I think it would have been different and a little. He made the story realistic. I think Dr. Shin. I think that's what he allowed to, because I don't. I think that if Yunjae wouldn't have had somebody there to look over him, that I think I would have kind of been lost of, like, oh, okay, this is like a super nonfiction. I'm sorry, this is a super fiction book. Like, it's super fictional, but it made it more realistic for me. Um, but that line where he's all like, when Yoonjae was like, "He's my friend," or I need to show him, like, that's what a friend would do. I was like, dang, he got it. He freaking got it, man. Like, he really, like, learned what a friend was. Um, Oh yeah, Lynn, you said I was so happy his mom made it, and I forget that sometimes the people that are watching these videos afterwards aren't looking at what you guys are saying, so I'm gonna be more conscious to read everything you said. But Lynn, you were saying that you were happy that his mom made it. I was too. Like, that made a lot of the other things, like, better. Like, all the pain that he went through, all the trauma. I was just like, God, man, poor guy. I was so happy that his mom recovered, and it sounded like she recovered, like, with her memories and everything, which is dope, which is good. Um, I mean, Dr. Shin will get to update his mom on Yoonjae's progress. Yeah, and you know what? Like, I think also, though, too, when Dr. Shin was like, um, doctors sometimes get things wrong. You know, then it made me kind of start thinking about, like, how maybe, okay, yes, maybe he doesn't feel things exactly like everybody else. Maybe he's, like, completely lack of empathy. Maybe he is a little psychotic or whatever. Like, maybe, but he wasn't completely void of feelings. Like, there were things that he slightly felt. He just kind of didn't know what to call them. Yeah, he was willing to die to save Gong. Yeah, yeah, and God, man, that scene was crazy because the author didn't really give us the details of what that guy did to Yunjae, right? Like it was just like, and then I passed out, and then like flashes in and out and stuff, and I mean Gong saves Yunjae, you know, and is holding him in his arms, you know, while he's bleeding out, and that whole scene was just intense, you know. And again, I was thinking that he passed away, so it's like the ending of the book. It was like the climax. Like I don't know, like in all these books we've read, I guess like in The Outsider, the climax was more in the middle with the death, and then like you know everything just kind of winded down. Excuse me, but in this book, it seems like even though there was like some peaks when all this crazy shit happened. I mean, the book started with some kid getting beat to death, and then all of a sudden, the murders or the murder of grandma and the freaking thing that mom went through. But it definitely seemed like the climax was at the end of the book, and then like a steep ending to the end, which was pretty cool. I think that was different from what we've read so far, right? I think the old man in the sea was maybe kind of like, I mean, that was kind of like just always going up, and then eventually it went down. Um, so Lynn, you said Ri Yoongi. I wonder if that reminded him of the friendship he lost. I think that's one of his traumas. Um, so I don't know all the lore. Friendship he lost, like he lost a friend, right? I kind of vaguely think I know what you're talking about, but can you please elaborate about Yoongi and his lost relationship? Because I don't know what you're talking about. Um, what else? What else? What else? Um, you got me thinking about like Yoongi now, trying to think of what exactly you meant by that. But let's see. Nutre tu vida con lo mejor de las personas, que lo feo no lo necesitas. Okay, ma. Mom says, what's it called? Feed yourself with the best of people, because you don't need the ugly of people. This is true, mother. This is true. The song "Dear My Friend" explains, and I think that's what his rap in Spring Day was about. Okay, well I'm gonna have to go check it out. I mean, I guess it kind of sounds like he lost a bud. Um, yeah, but now it's gonna like now I'm gonna go back and read the lyrics to Amygdala, and I'm gonna listen to that song again because now I have context for what inspired him. So it's gonna be cool. Yes, Yoongi had a friend go to jail. I think. Yep, yep, yep. I've had some friends go to jail. I actually lost a buddy who I grew up playing baseball with, and it's a small world because I grew up playing baseball with this guy, and his the mother of his children is actually my wife's cousin, but I didn't know my wife. I meet my wife later in life, and I'm starting to talk about me and my friends from baseball, and she's like, Sergio, and I was like, yeah, and it's like that's my cousin's baby daddy. I was like, what? And then like years later, he had a bad accident and passed away, and I'm just like, whoa, it's like somebody my age that I grew up with, and he died in his 20s. And it's crazy because like every now and again I run into his kids because it's my wife's family, and I see him in them, and it's nuts. um let's see. So Lynn says he lost control on stage when he sang "Dear My Friend" last year. It was very emotional. He tried to mend the friendship but couldn't. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. You know, yeah, friends and relationships, man. Sometimes it's like, cuz they say you don't pick your family, but you get to choose your friends. So I think sometimes when things don't work out, it's sad. It's sad. It really is. Man, this book, if we keep going, might get me. But yeah, no, this book was really good. It was a lot better. Like I already kind of thought that it was gonna be good, but I will say that this book was better than I thought it was gonna be. I didn't expect to like the book, and I didn't expect. I mean, okay, wait. I didn't expect to like. I didn't finish that sentence. I didn't expect to like the book as much as I did, and I also didn't expect like some of the violence that was in. Excuse me, some of the violence that was in the book, some of the relationships that were in the book, like, yeah, definitely didn't expect any of that stuff. But it was really, really awesome. The fact that it was that it was in. And I like it. I like it. Okay, we have to grade it. 1 through 10. What was this book for you? I'll go first. 1 through 10. This book is an 8 for me. And I tell y'all that I'm probably never gonna give it 10 out of 10 because nothing's perfect. I have to really, really like something to give it a 10. So an 8 is is pretty close. So I think, yeah, 8. I feel like this book is one that I will read again. That's how much I liked it. Let's see. Amina, yes, great read. And you agree with the 8. Lynn, what you grading this one? Let's see. See if you agree with me and Amina. Or Amina, are you? I'll go 9 because it had a great ending. Okay, good. Okay, well, let me ask you guys this so I can. Do you guys give a lot of 10s? Or is it really like when you grade anything? Do you grade it at like? Have you graded lots of things at like as like 10s, or are you kind of hard to give a 10? Tell me this. And I do agree, the ending was great, and like I said, I like the way that it climaxed and then ended fairly quickly, like right after the climax. I think that's probably what it. Very few 10s. Okay, all right, good. All right. I rarely give 10s. Okay, so few 10s. I got you. You, you grade hard, right? But you give a lot of 10s. Okay, well, not a lot of 10s, but a few 10s. Okay, I got you. I love books. I'll give 11s. Okay, Lynn, very charitable with the 10s. It seems like you'll even give some 11s. Okay, so we good. Now we know where everybody judges each each the book. But all right. Oh, okay. Out of the books we've read, all right. So let's see. Let's count them down. We've read The Old Man and the Sea, Almond. What else have we read? I Live So I Love. Nice. Um, Damn, what else have we read? We read My Annihilation. We only read 3 books? No, and The Stranger. Okay, so we've read 4 books together. My Annihilation, The Stranger, uh, The Old Man in the Sea, and Almond. So we've read 4 books. Rank them. Rank them. Annihilation was the bomb. Yeah, that shit was dope. That shit was dope. I would have to say, out of the books we've read, ooh, it's so hard. It's so hard. Hold up. It's hard to rank 4 books if you think about it. Now that I think about it, because I love each one for what it is. Like, I think probably hands down, my favorite book was The Stranger. I think hands down, and I feel like it's like a 3-way tie for number 2. To be honest, like I feel like I can't really, and The Stranger barely beats out the books. I don't know. That was a hard question. It was a hard question to answer. I'm interested to see if you guys can rank your books. Cause man, my Annihilation was just so different. That's what throws a wrench in everything. And I feel like Almond. I really like the message behind the Old Man in the Sea. I'm not big on rankings, like reactors ranking raps. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, maybe that was a stupid practice. God, ruined it. No. Oh, okay. Let's go. For me, Almond, Annihilation, Stranger, Old Man. That's good. That's good. We're pretty close. Cause again, I feel like there's not that much gap in between. For me, there's not that much gap. So what I like, okay, what I liked about this book was the relationship between the characters, because there was such a different way in which every character, like, was from each other. You had a non-feeling person, you had an overly emotional person to one side, right? Like a really negative emotional person, and then you had a really positive emotional person, and then you had like Dr. Shin, which was just wise, and then you had uh Mr. Yoon, Professor Yoon, who was like where Dr. Shin was already like past his trauma and like almost recovered. Like we catch Professor Yoon in the middle of his trauma, like in the middle of his story, where he's like yet to like, get his emotions down. We have mom and grandma, which are like almost the same but different, but the same, and they clash heads. It was just crazy. The last two were the best. Yeah, the last two books. Yeah, yeah. Maybe it's like there's a recency bias or something like that, right? Or most recent bias. I don't know what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you're going through that. Let's see. For a book about not having emotions, I was put through a lot of emotions. Yep, books, right? Um, I maintain my elation was a page turning mind. Yeah, it was. I wouldn't mind reading another one like that. And maybe in the future, But yeah, that was dope. I'm really because I was out of all of them, I was the most sketched out about going into that one. I was like, damn, is this gonna be the first dud of the book club? Like, oh. So I think a lot of it was the fact that I wasn't expecting it, and then it ended up being a good book. All right, so I today went out and I got Norwegian Wood. I like reading all the parts of the book. So the one that I have has the introduction by the author, and so he's kind of talking about what he was going through, where he was at. Lynn, you said you had your doubts about my Annihilation too, which I think ended up playing to its favor. But so he was saying that he was in Greece when he wrote this book. I haven't finished reading the intro. I literally just started kind of dabbling into it. Did y'all know Murakami is a avid runner? So he likes to run, which is cool because I like to run at times. I'm not as dedicated to it as I should be, but I'm gonna get back to it. But he's a runner. And I also heard some things about Murakami that he actually like translated a lot of books from English to Japanese, which was part of his learning process and how he like was writing his books, and that's why you get such variety in his things like Strange Library, which if you haven't read yet, Amina, because I know Lynn, you said you read it, but Amina, it's a short read. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. Because it's just what like far out there. Like I don't know if what we're gonna read about Murakami right now is like that because I've read some of his other material, and I don't know. He's a really good author, very creative. But that's some facts about him that I saw from different little things on the internet. Um, so Lynn says his fame in Japan blew up. So he left for a while. He loves music and running. knew that. Mm. You've done your homework. No, just kidding. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Lynn, you seem kind of like me. Like when you get something or into something, you start like watching everything about it. Like that's how I am too. So I'm just I'm just I'm just joshing. Let's see. I listened to the Beatles song Norwegian Wood today for the first time. Hey, so I'm a huge Beatles fan. And Norwegian Wood is a good one. It's a good one. I like it. I like it a lot. Um, yeah, that was on Norwegian Wood. Was that on Rubber Soul? Maybe, or was it on the White Album? I don't know. Um, but yeah, so I read in the forward that he said that he thought about using Norwegian Wood, but then he asked his wife what the title of the book should be, and then she said Norwegian Wood, and that's when he's like, yeah, he didn't want to do it at first because of the Beatles, but then when she said it, he was like, yeah, yeah, that's what it's got to be. This one abandons some of his thematic and fantastical schemes that he's known for. So I have been reading that after the quake, his short stories, and that's definitely different from Strange Library. Um, s- s- I mean, still kind of weird at times, but like I feel like his authorship is really good in that. So I'm kind. I think I have an idea of how this one's gonna be, and so I'm excited for that. I really am. How long have we been doing this? Let's see. Does it give me a time? What does it say? Let's see. What's the time? What's the time? I don't know. I feel like we've been doing this a minute. So guys, we're gonna call it a night. It's getting late. It's about to be 10. My kids gotta go to bed. So and Amina, it's like 11:51. It's about to be midnight over there, huh? But anything you guys wanna say before we wrap this thing up? So we're only reading 5 chapters. I did notice that the words were really small on this book. So let's see. Lynn says there are lots of books on how to read Murakami. I got one. That's funny. That's funny. Couldn't just read the book, could you? No, that's smart. Now that you told me, now I can't not look up a video on how I should read Norwegian Wood. Thank you. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. About to be 11 p.m. for me. Oh, okay, got you. Um, it's about 90 pages. So let's keep communication on the um on the chat, on Instagram, guys. If you want to join the book club, come on. Now's the best time because we're about to read Norwegian Wood, right? We have a group on Instagram where we can communicate while we're not doing this live, and so um, if you guys want to join, go follow me on Instagram and tell me, hey, I want to be part of the book club chat, and I'll add you. But we said we're gonna read about 5 chapters. 5 chapters is about a third of it. Okay, cool. Everybody, let it be known when you're at a third, because then if we could read a little bit more, we'll read a little bit more. I Everything's slowing down. I ain't gonna miss the deadline again, guys. If you're watching this, we usually have this live on Wednesdays, but I didn't read the chapters on time. I didn't finish the task. So I was a day late, but so was Lynn. So hop. Um, Amina, you're the only one that hit the deadline. So you're awesome. You're amazing. Um, and you had your birthday. You're an inspiration. But guys, I appreciate y'all. You guys are awesome. This book club has honestly been super badass for me. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Finished Tuesday. Wait, I thought you said I thought you said last night you finished it. Maybe you were just teasing me. Was that what's going on? Um, so Lynn, you picked Norwegian Wood, right? So, Amina, have your wheels turning because you're gonna have to pick the next one. Um, I guess that's it, guys. It's been another successful book club. Another book. What am I trying to say? Another book has been read. Another book bites the dust. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's late. I'm tired, right? But another book has come and gone, and we have changed because of it. Our minds has processed this story and made us look into life in ways that maybe we hadn't before, and we've grown together. We read this book together, and our minds have changed together. This story is really, how many people in the world are actually going to read this book? Not a lot. But now we're part of a special group of people that have read it. And not just that group, the special group of people that have read the 4 books we've read. So like, that like it seems like we're just getting part of this exclusive club that is pretty badass. Um I just said I like the ending is all. Cool. The lemon tree one. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know because I ranted since you said this, so I don't I forgot what I was talking about. Nope. Please look after mom. All right, hold up. I'm lost. I don't know what you guys are saying. Let me see. Oh, you already picked. Okay. No, finish Tuesday. Okay, so way to make me feel worse. All right, for not getting the book done by Wednesday. And then Amina, you said I've picked mine. Okay. Oh, okay. So then I just said I like the ending is all. You did just say that, so maybe I read that into something I shouldn't have. And then you said cool, the lemon tree one. No, you said nope. Please look after mom. And then Lynn said, "Ooh, already picked my book. Please look after mom." Ah, and then I cleared everything up for you just to clear it up, guys. It's late. Let's go to bed. Let's get some rest. Tomorrow's a new day, and you know what? We have our feels, unlike Yunjae, and we don't overly feel like Gong. Hopefully, I don't know, but I appreciate you guys from being here. I love you guys. Thank you so much. This has been awesome. If you think about it, you guys are like my day ones. We read books together, right? I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'll see y'all next week. Peace. See y'all. All right, now I gotta turn this thing around, turn it off. Ah, ah. I can't turn this thing off. Oh, there it is. Got it.